I want to speak to you about something at once simple and impossibly complex, something that feels instinctive, yet demands the highest form of human courage. I want to speak about unconditional love, specifically as it lives, breathes, bends, breaks, heals, and triumphs within marriage. Marriage, in its truest form, is not merely a legal document or a ceremonial milestone. It is not the day you dress beautifully or the pictures you hang on your wall. Marriage is a living promise, a lifelong unfolding of two imperfect beings choosing, again and again, to love without conditions. It is one of the most profound commitments two souls can make, not because it is easy, but because it asks for everything. And the kind of love that sustains it must be the kind that gives without keeping score and forgives without rewriting the past. Marriage, at its best, is not a fairy tale. It is a courageous, sacred, and deeply human endeavor. The courage to love without conditions. To love unconditionally is an act of bravery. It means offering love without contracts, without guarantees, and sometimes even without immediate reciprocity. It means seeing another person fully, seeing their strengths, their childhood wounds, their hidden insecurities, their dreams that both inspire and intimidate you, and saying, I choose you, not because you're perfect, but because I want to walk beside you as you grow. And I want you beside me while I grow too. Unconditional love is not blind. It does not demand that you ignore reality or sacrifice your well-being. Instead, it opens your eyes wider than ever before. It teaches you to look beyond flaws without dismissing them, to accept without enabling, and to commit without caging yourself or the other person. This love asks you to believe in the possibility of another human being, to trust that beneath the layers of fear, habit, and vulnerability lies someone striving to be better, loving in their own way, and deserving of grace. And grace, more than romance, more than compatibility, more than passion, is the heartbeat of a marriage built on unconditional love. The slow work of becoming one. When two people first decide to join their lives, it is an act filled with hope. But hope alone is not enough. Marriage is not just the merging of homes or families. It is the merging of histories, habits, expectations, wounds, triggers, dreams, and identities. It is the merging of two emotional languages, languages not taught in schools, languages learned through experience, often imperfectly. Marriage teaches you, day after day, that understanding isn't automatic. It's built slowly, through conversations that take courage, through silence that deserves patience, through misunderstandings that require humility. The slow work of becoming one does not happen on the wedding day. It happens in the months and years that follow, when life tests your vows, not through the grand tragedies but through the quiet, ordinary moments. It happens when exhaustion pulls your patience thin, when finances feel like a mountain, when career pressures tighten every breath, when illness intrudes, when dreams change, when disappointments settle into the corners of your shared life. Yet this slow work is beautiful because it teaches you something profound. Love deepens not in the absence of challenges but in the presence of commitment. When love gets tested, every marriage, every single one, goes through seasons of drought. Seasons where affection feels distant, where misunderstandings multiply, where one or both partners wonder quietly, is this what I signed up for? Why does this feel so hard? Will we ever find our rhythm again? These moments are not signs of failure, they are signs of real life. They are the spaces where unconditional love is put to the test, where the vow, for better or for worse, becomes tangible. The true test of unconditional love is not how passionately we love when everything is easy, but how gently we hold each other when everything is fragile. It is staying connected during conflict instead of retreating. It is choosing kindness when you are hurt. It is apologizing even when your pride tightens in your chest. It is reaching across emotional distance with a hand that says, I am still here. Many people believe love ends when feelings fade. But in marriage, love begins where feelings fluctuate. Anyone can adore a partner during the honeymoon phase. But it takes a warrior of the heart to love through frustration, fear, disappointment, and uncertainty. That is why unconditional love is not passive, it is a daily choice, a repeated effort, a disciplined commitment to return to your bond even when life pulls you apart. The art of forgiveness. Forgiveness is the backbone of unconditional love. Not one of us is perfect. Not one of us goes through life without saying the wrong thing, reacting from fear, making mistakes, or falling short of our partner's expectations. In marriage, forgiveness is not a single act, it is a process, a cycle of releasing resentment, rebuilding trust, and growing stronger together. Forgiveness does not mean ignoring hurt or denying that harm was done. It means acknowledging that we are human, capable of hurting others even when we love them deeply. It means choosing healing over pride. Resentment, if left unattended, is like dust gathering in the corners of the heart. At first it seems small and harmless, but over time it thickens, obscuring warmth, dimming the light that once burned brightly. Forgiveness clears that dust. It creates space for love to circulate again. One of the greatest gifts you can offer your spouse is the reminder that mistakes do not define them, that growth is always possible, and that they are loved not only in their best moments but in their worst. Unconditional love says, "I will not hold your failures against you forever. I will not weaponize the past. We will learn, and we will rise." Love that adapts. Every long-term marriage experiences multiple versions of each partner. You will not be married to one person, you will be married to many versions of them. The version you married will not be the version sitting beside you 5, 10, 20 years later. Life changes us. Challenges stretch us. Loss reshapes us. Success transforms us. Dreams evolve. Unconditional love is the willingness to meet each new version of your partner with curiosity rather than fear. It is choosing to fall in love again and again, not with who they used to be, but with who they are becoming. We often think that true love is about staying the same. But real love is about growing together. It is the understanding that love is not static. It moves like a river, carving new paths, shifting landscapes, deepening its course with time. The marriages that thrive are not the ones that resist change. They are the ones that embrace it, adapt to it, and find beauty in it. Partnership over perfection. One of the greatest myths about marriage is the idea that you must be perfect for your spouse to be happy. But perfection is not what nourishes a marriage. Participation is. Presence is. Partnership is. Partnership means showing up not as a flawless being, but as a willing one. It means being emotionally available even when you are tired. It means listening, not just hearing words, but receiving meaning. It means sharing the load, physically and emotionally, because marriage is not 50-50. On some days it is 80-20ths, and other days it is 20-80ths. Partnership means holding each other accountable, not through blame, but through encouragement. It means creating a shared vision for your life together, not just running parallel lives under the same roof. It means saying, "We are a team. I don't just love you, I am committed to building something with you." The everyday choices that build a lifetime. Unconditional love is not always dramatic. More often, it is subtle, almost invisible in the moment. It is the accumulation of daily choices, gestures, and sacrifices. It is choosing patience during a disagreement. It is leaving the last cookie for your spouse because you know they love it. It is sending a message in the middle of a busy day just to say you care. It is remembering their preferences, dreaming with them, comforting their fears, celebrating their victories, and standing by them during failures. It is doing chores when it's not your turn, giving affection when you'd rather withdraw, choosing dialogue over silence, choosing honesty over avoidance. It is saying, "I love you," not only in words but in practices, small but consistent ones. Over years, these little acts weave a tapestry of trust, intimacy, and devotion. They become the quiet and steady proof of your promise. Weathering storms together. Every strong marriage has been through storms. Some storms come from outside: financial hardship, illness, loss, unexpected transitions. Others come from within: conflict, emotional distance, unmet needs, fatigue, insecurity. Storms do not weaken marriages when the foundation is unconditional love. They strengthen them, because storms force you to communicate. They force you to lean on each other. They force you to remember that the world may break around you, but you are still a team, still anchored in the vows you made. The most powerful marriages are not the ones that avoid hardship. They are the ones that choose unity through hardship. They are the ones that say, "We will face this. We will not turn on each other. We will turn toward each other." Giving love and receiving love. Unconditional love requires two acts: the courage to give love and the humility to receive it. Some people are excellent givers but struggle as receivers. They fear vulnerability, or they believe they must earn love through performance. But in marriage, receiving love is an act of trust. It is saying, "I am worthy of your affection. I don't have to be perfect to be loved." Others are comfortable receiving, but giving becomes difficult when expectations are not immediately met. But unconditional love is not transactional. It does not ask, "What am I getting in return?" It asks, "What do I want to contribute to this union?" A marriage built on unconditional love becomes a circle, giving and receiving, nurturing and being nurtured, supporting and being supported. It becomes a rhythm of mutual generosity. The legacy of a love without conditions. When a couple lives in unconditional love, they create a legacy, not just for themselves but for everyone around them. They show that deep, committed, resilient love is still possible in a world that often prioritizes convenience over devotion. Children raised in homes where unconditional love flows naturally learn emotional security. Friends who witness your bond learn what partnership looks like. And you yourselves carry the quiet dignity of knowing that you have chosen each other every day, even through the hardest ones. Unconditional love in marriage is not about perfection, it is about presence, patience, understanding, and courage. It is about two imperfect people building something beautiful and profoundly human. The simple, sacred truth. At the heart of it all, unconditional love in marriage comes down to this simple truth. I choose you, not because you never falter, but because I want to walk the long road of life with you. I choose you not only when the light is warm, but when the night is cold. I choose you without conditions, and I ask you to choose me the same. Marriage is not just a relationship. It is a daily act of creation. A testament to resilience, a sanctuary of shared humanity, a dance between two hearts that refuse to give up on each other. Today, I invite you to recommit to the courage of unconditional love. Whether you are married, preparing for marriage, recovering from heartbreak, or dreaming of a future partner, choose love that is deeper than convenience, richer than passion, and stronger than circumstance. Choose love that forgives, that grows, that adapts, that supports. Choose love that listens. Choose love that stays. Choose love that endures. Because unconditional love is not just a feeling, it is a legacy. It is the quiet, unshakable promise that transforms two lives and echoes through generations. Thank you.